Hey guys, quick thing here. Don't mind me saying something about the commentary marathon. The first attempt at it, I ran into illness. The second attempt at it, there was a lot of technical difficulties on vent, and there was some arguments in between sets. So I really collectively, across 2 attempts, only got done about 5 series. So whereas the last time I got done, I think something like 8 in a single day. So don't mind the commentary marathon part of it. Just enjoy the games. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Booyah! Ladies and gentlemen, STX versus SKT1. You got Best representing Game 1, taking on Frozean. Terran versus Protoss on Moonglaive. Now, this is the new and improved Moonglaive that they're going to be playing on. This map's a little bit tricky. You got 2 entrances into your natural expansion, for which point I will say that it gives a little bit of a disadvantage to a Terran player, especially playing against Zerg, but that's not the case here. So I will say that it is a little bit, what do we call that? Balanced. For once, we got a map that is balanced. It's a 3-player map, so these players are going to have a... There's 6... No, it's a 50%. 50%, yeah, 50% chance that you're going to find somebody right away. So anyways, we got Best spawning as our Orange Protoss in the 12 o'clock position. In about the 4 o'clock position, you got Frozean. Now, Frozean... Ooh, oh boy, this guy, and keep in mind, I am going off of old school stuff here, but I don't think that this guy has improved much. I know he did fairly well in one of the pro leagues that I watched about 2 seasons ago. He was doing all right, but when it came crunch time, man, this guy just cripples under the pressure. So we're gonna have to see if he's able to get past that and overcome his fears here. And what is it with TVPs these days and them putting their pylons and supply depots in the exact same positions as each other? I just think that's kind of weird. They're different races. You would think that they would think differently and, you know, put things in different places. But anyways, it looks like, yeah, both these guys going for standard openings. Best is going for gas, and he's going actually for gas really quickly, I'm going to have to say here. Usually you want to get your cybernetics core down at the exact same time as you start placing down your gas. So this gas is extremely quick. We're going to have to see what kind of tech he's going to go for. I would suspect something maybe a little bit off hilter here. Maybe something like really super just crazy quick DTs or something like that. If he goes for an expansion here, it will surprise me. It will catch me off guard a little bit. I don't think that he's going to do that, though. No, he's going to go down and scout. He's going to scout the wrong direction first. So he's not going to be able to he's not going to know what Frozean is up to right away, and he's throwing down a pylon there. I think he might be throwing that down to put up some kind of proxy robo facility, but I think once he discovers that Frozean is not in that position, he's gonna move on, and he might just cancel that pylon. Although it might just be there for spotting purposes, because the way this map is built, that is the entrance to a path that also leads into your natural. That second entrance I was talking about earlier. Zealot is now out in the field, by the way. I'm not sure as a second scouter, just to do some harassment or something like that. I don't think harassment's going to be very effective at this point in the game. However, Marine is now out in the field, and yeah, that ramp is going to be really easy to block. But anyways, yeah, it might just be used because that is the entrance to that tunnel there that you can go down, and you can use as an attack path rather than that wide open front door that the Terrans can just funnel troops into. And I know I said wide and it's a funnel, but it works that way on this map. It's really a strange map to work with. It just kind of funnels in. It gets smaller as you get closer to the natural, and it's just a devastating thing, I would imagine, to go into a tank line from. But anyways, it looks like a probe and that Zealot has gone home. That probe is taking 8 minerals with him before he goes home. So, yeah, it's going to set Frozean way economically behind. No, not at all, actually. He's going to be completely fine with that 8 minerals being gone. So, yeah, we're still on 1 gateway here from Best, and he's throwing down a Citadel. Yeah, there's those quick DTs I was talking about, but he could have really got those up, I think, a little bit faster than that. So, we're going to have to see what he's going to do with this. I mean, I don't I don't know. It's just really strange for me. I do know that Best does like to go for really quick Arbiter play, and I do think that that might be effective, especially with how early he got that gas. That might be an option here, so maybe look forward to seeing that. But with that amount of early gas, you would think that he would go for just some kind of super fast, like real fast tech, because you can go fast Arbiters and catch your Terran opponent off guard, but you really want to do something really quickly with the gas, I would imagine. Anyways, I'm a Zerg player, and that's what I like to do. Is if I go for really fast gas, I'm going for fast something. You know what I mean? You know, so Robo Facility coming up here. He might just be going for those observers. I would imagine he would be going for observers just to defend his quick tech here. SCV out in the field just getting chased off. Not going to get that scout in by any means. Range is upgraded for those goons, as we saw there. Starport is going up as well for the Terran player. These tanks and this tiny little push coming out here. 2 tank and it looks like 7 Marines there coming out in the field here. So those Marines are going to be used as shock absorbers for those tanks, just to take a lot of damage, some meat shield going on here. However, with that Templar tech up in the air now, we're going to have to see those DTs are definitely going to be able to fight this off. There's a lot of unbuildable terrain here, as you can see. So those, if that engineering bay for Frozean is up at this point in time, he's not going to be able to put any turrets down in any kind of effective position other than down there at the bottom of that ramp, and that's not really somewhere you want to be. Taking a lot of hits on those Marines though. Mine's now out in the field, however, so I don't know how effective necessarily those DTs might be now, but oh, he might be. Oh, my goodness. I can't believe I didn't notice this. He's got that Robo Facility for a drop. He's going to go ahead and drop DTs into the main there. So I don't think there's going to be any mines waiting there. Yeah, and actually the DTs are huddled around the entrance to the Robo Facility just so they can be picked up that much quicker. And off they go. So we're going to have to see here what Frozean has to defend against us. He sees the shuttle, though. You can see they're reacting in time. He's going to go home, and I think he's going to plant down some mines just to react to this. And it looks like he might just be building a Wraith out of that starport. The observer was checking up on him, but it was too quick for me to see if there were any lights blinking. I could barely blink myself before he pulled away from that viewpoint. But mine's now going down, and it looks like DTs might just be dropped in the SCV line here, because as a Protoss player, you know that the Terran player is not going to mine up that SCV line. It's just not going to be cost effective for him losing all those SCVs. Now he can, however. The SCVs have been pulled off the line, and oh, 1 hit going off on those DTs. Those DTs, however, are going to start picking away at that command center, and no mining whatsoever. Oh, 1 DT gets lost and the other one badly damaged. So we're going to have to see. I mean, there's no mining going on for Frozean here. 2 more DTs coming out, and I think this is actually extremely effective for Best. He's causing distance mining this early in the game, which is extremely effective. I mean, good on Frozean. Usually what players will do is they'll just pull their SCVs and just do absolutely nothing with him. At least he is, my goodness, why can't I think of this? He is distance mining. My goodness. He's distance mining from his natural. So, and not to mention, as soon as that command center goes up, he's going to be back on normal mining time. However, he has also lost 2 supply depots, 1 mine going off there, boom, killing off that last DT, a turret going up in the mineral line there. So he's going to be completely defended against any other shuttle harass, any DT harass like that coming in any time in the near future. So, yeah, now pushing out with observers. This is an extremely effective build. I really like this this build that's coming out of Best here. Is going for that quick DT drop into observers, because the best way to defend against DTs is to not have anything else knocking at your door. I mean, the worst thing you want as a Terran player is to have to deal with DTs in your main, and then also have to deal with a push on your natural. It's really costly thing to have to deal with. And there's that DT now good at getting pushed in there, and it looks like he's going to have free reign all over that natural, and he might even lose that command center. If he loses that command center, I think it's going to be game over. We're going to have to see, though, if he's able to fight this off. He does have some troops in the main base. He didn't have siege mode, though, which is why he wasn't able to fight off those goons, which were able to pick off that turret, which was able to allow the DT to go in. And holy crap, what happened to that mine? Just completely dug back into the ground there. I'm not sure why that happened, but it looks like Best is going to try to cancel that siege mode tech from coming up. I've done this in a game myself, and it's extremely effective. You really want to stop those upgrades. That's I think, aside from SCVs and maybe supply depots, that is your #1 target priority. And siege mode does go up, though, folks, so he's going to be completely fine defending against this. However, that DT is... Ooh. Not sure what happened there. I think he might have... Oh, no, he got within range of that the second turret. I thought maybe he was trying to do some kind of Pimpus play there and target fire that SCV down. Obviously using the splash to kill off the DT, and now it looks like Best is extremely heavily saturated on that natural. He had a ton of probes being transferred there, at least 10 or 11, so he's going to be very well off on his natural, and he's going to have, I'm pretty sure, yeah, he did pick off that command center, so no natural for the Terran player, as well as he's got troops in his base. I don't think he's going to be able to fend this off, let alone the economic punishment that he's going to be having to deal with in the near future. Mind Drag, boom, going off on those tanks, and this is looking like GG. No more tanks left in the main, and Dragoon's just roaming around, picking off SCVs. 1 DT as well in the background, picking off the roaming Marine, and GG coming out of Frozean. So it looks like SKT1 goes up the first match. Best doing a really sexy strategy, I have to say. Taking out those observers after the DT harass to deal with the mines that might be in the field, trying to slow down any forces that might be trying to push on the front door. Really, really good good build order there, I have to say. So props to Best. And GG, guys. It is now 3:06. I will